guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. Today's unboxing is the Lip Edit. This is from Cult Beauty. So this is one of their little edit sets, and let's be honest, they do an awful lot of them. So in this video we're going to unbox it, we're going to try out all the products, I'll let you know what I think, what they're worth, what they are, what they do, all that good stuff. Now this set has actually already sold out. I bought it a couple of months ago, if I'm honest. Now I have mentioned before in videos, what do you want me to do? If life gets busy, I do have a full-time job, 2 children, a dog, a husband, etc. Life gets in the way. Do you still want me to make videos that are of products that kind of you can't buy, or sets you can't buy? You can still buy all the products. And you guys were like, yeah, please still make the video. So that's what I'm doing. But just a heads up, the set has sold out. However, they've got lots of great edit sets on their website right now. And at the time of making the video, they're actually giving you a £10 gift card with a lot of their edits. So I'll link them underneath if they are of any interest. I'll also link the products in this set if you see anything and think, oh, gotta pick it up. Anyway. So this set was £20. When you slide off the little slip cover, this is what it looks like inside. Incidentally, a couple of years ago, I did unbox one of their previous lip kits, which is completely different from this. But I'll put a card here if you're intrigued to see like how it differs from year to year. Anyway, so this was £20, but the value on it is much, much more. So this is a lip edit. It's worth over £80, but was on sale for £23. Although I think it went down to 20 at one point. They do that sometimes. If it ever comes back, I'll obviously post about it. I'm sure they do another lip kit in 2023. I'm sure they do one every year. I keep calling it lip kit. Lip edit. Anyway, if you want to know when like sets and things like this go on sale or if there's special offers and stuff, I do post about them on my YouTube community page and on my Instagram page. So make sure you follow me or subscribe to me over here on YouTube, and that you've got your notifications turned on if you want those notifications. And if you're over on Instagram, I will put a link to my Insta underneath if you're interested in those kind of deals. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and we're going to start trying stuff out. So I'm going to try out the products in here, not all of them because you'll see why in a sec. But anyway, right, so there's a whole range of products. We'll start off probably in the order I would use the products, I guess makes the most sense, or seems to. So first of all, from Lano Lips, we have got the Lemonade Scrubber Balm, and it's a sugar lip balm, lip scrub and balm. It's 100% natural. It says it gently buffs away dead skin flakes, leaving behind smooth lips under a protective, restorative lanolin balm finger-free application. Which sounds good because, I mean, I do have a favourite lip scrub. It's the Fresh one if you're interested, and it's amazing. But it's nice to have one where you haven't got to like get it all over your fingers and then wash your hands, because they tend to be quite, like, they'll have a bit of an oil base sometimes, then you've got oily fingers, and yeah. I know, first world problems. So I'm just going to take off the gloss I'm wearing right now. This is what it looks like. Seems to be looking a bit slightly like worse for wear, but to be fair, it's been in that box a couple of months, so it's probably like melted and reset or something. But it looks like it's got quite a soft texture. So it does have a bit of a lemon scent. To be fair, lemonade is probably more what it is than lemon. But anyway, it doesn't feel how I expected. So I expected it to feel a lot more scrubbier because it's a scrub, but it feels just like a balm really. It doesn't seem to kind of do much. So I've just rubbed a little bit of that off because to me that makes sense. It doesn't really tell you a right lot of what to do with it. It just says, don't over exfoliate. For healthy lips, exfoliate only once a week or when needed. So it kind of doesn't tell you. Oh, here we go. Read the box, Crystal. Swipe layer onto the lips, rub lips gently together to exfoliate, lick or pat away the bits. Will melt at 50 degrees. I don't think I've ever got to 50 degrees here, but anyway. So there we go. I've pretty much done the right thing. I have like patted it away. We'll call it that. Let's just say we're still going in the same routine. So the next product is a lip mask, and this is by Patchology. So single-use lip mask. These are only about £3, so they're not super expensive if you want to try them. I have used them before. They're a silicone lip mask, which means they've got that funny kind of jelly feeling to them almost. They do seem to adhere quite well to the lips. It's a bit weird walking around with something like this stuck on your mouth because you kind of feel a little bit, not that you can't breathe because there is a tiny little hole cut in the middle, but it's just weird. And it sort of sits over the lip line, so it's kind of moisturising the area around as well, which can be good if it's been like really cold or something. It says place the lip gel onto clean lips for 5 minutes or longer if desired. Discard after use and massage any remaining serum in and around the lip area. Would I recommend them? It's one of those things, when I use it I like it. It's hard to recommend something that's single time use I guess. I mean, does it make a long-term difference? No, it does not. But if you wanted to do the perfect lip on a night out and your lips were looking a bit worse for wear, if you pick them or anything like that, or they were a bit dry, then it would definitely kind of pep them up and help for that one day or night. It isn't going to be a long-term fix unless you apply lip mask every day or something. So nice products, nice to have, nice to use, and I will enjoy using it, but I wouldn't keep buying them because it only seems to help for that short time that you actually use them, if that makes sense. So now we are into our products. Now we've got a lip brush by a brand called ED London, or EDY London, which I have never heard of, but it is actually a lip brush, which I love a lip brush because I love lip products, so I definitely appreciate receiving a product like this. So this is what this looks like. This, it says, retails at $11.99. What you do is you pull that out, you can put it on there, and now it's struggling with it, but now it's like a full-size kind of lip brush. There was a suggestion that you could like turn the brush around and there would be a brush on the other side of it. That is definitely not the case with this brush, so I don't know what they're going on about. Let me just reread what it says. Crafted from premium synthetic Teflon fibre bristles with a sleek matte finish handle that will aid your grip and up your precision, this turquoise and black brush offers the perfect tool for carefully applying lipstick, gloss, or liquid lip formulas. The secret is in the two-sided head. See, I took two-sided to meaning it had like two different heads, but maybe they just mean there's two different shapes depending on which way you use it. I'm reaching, I have no idea. Use the pointy side, which I guess is this bit, to line your lips before switching over to the flat side, which I guess is this bit, to generously fill your lips with a wash of colour. I've not been funny, but do all lip brushes not have the option of apply it this way and that way? That seems like some made up marketing gimmick to me. So it is just, now I've nearly broken it pulling it out, it is just one brush, fits together like this. So quite handy for if you were carrying this in your travel bag or in your handbag or something and you just wanted to do up your lipstick or tidy something up. Quite useful for that. So we've got two lip colours in here. We have got an Hourglass full-sized lipstick, which I think is the highest value item in here. It's the Confession Ultra Slim High Intensity Refillable Lipstick, 0.9 grams, 0.3 ounce. This is in the shade I Am. This lipstick always reminds me of Cruella de Vil, just like the packaging and stuff. I mean, how cool would this look if you pull this out of your handbag and then just like, oh, I'm applying it like I've got one of those old-fashioned long smoking cigarettes or something. I don't know. It made sense in my head. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and apply it and see what this colour looks like. It says it's worth £35. They are pretty pricey. Now, you can pull that out and you can just buy refills that look like this. So once you've got the case, even if you don't like the lipstick, keep the case and you can just buy a refill for less than £35. So eco-friendly, but you can use different colours with it as well, if that makes sense. That is a bolder pink than I expected. So like I said, the shade is I Am. Way bolder than expected, but something a bit different, I guess. What do we think of this one? So it seems to apply quite well. That shape seems to lend itself to hugging to the kind of shape of your lips and things. Not ultra precise in places I feel like I need to just adjust it a little bit. Looks like it's got a little bit of shine. I have worn these lipsticks before. They seem to be fairly long wearing. Obviously once you start eating and drinking it will start to break down, but it breaks down, well not breaks down, it kind of wears down, I should say, into more of a stain, which I personally like. If it leaves that hint of colour behind, then it's not as concerning as when you get those lipsticks where you're just left with colour around the outside and no colour anywhere else on your mouth, if you know what I mean. Like I love a good lipstick, but I don't want to have to top it up every 2 minutes to keep the colour, if you know what I mean. So as you would expect from a lipstick at this price point, it wears well and it, you know, fades down pretty nicely and stuff. But yeah, I think I could use this colour. It's quite a nice colour. I'll put on the screen what the brand describe this colour as. So Hourglass say, I Am is a warm, rich pink that can be buffed out for daytime, then layered up for a vibrant pop of colour come night. So let's assume this is a night look and let's buff down for day. So I've just sort of put a tissue over it. I guess you could add a bit of lip balm and make it less bold, but I'm going to take it off so we can apply the next lipstick. But this is what it looks like if you really kind of buff it down using just a tissue. Okay, I've just taken that off with some makeup remover. I didn't want there to be any like residual colour that could then affect the next one I apply. So the next product is by Nudestix, and it is their Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil, and it's in the shade Purity. So this is 2.8 gram or 0.10 US fluid ounce. So this is what it looks like. Is it a twist up? No, it's not. It's a sharpening pencil. I should know this. I have used these before. You wouldn't think so, would you? One thing I do like about these is because of the shape of it, they lend themselves to being a pencil. So it's kind of like colouring your whole lip in with like a chubby pencil rather than trying to do that with a lipstick in a traditional lipstick shape. So I find this much more kind of matte on the lips. You could definitely use it on your cheeks to add a little bit of colour. I have already got some blush on, otherwise I would do that. But you could definitely do that. Let's just see what it's like actually as a bit of a swatch. Quite pigmented, but you could definitely kind of buff it out, hopefully, if you're quick. Look at that, see, it's like pretty much stayed where I put it, so you'd have to work it quite quickly, otherwise it's just gonna stay put, which isn't ideal. You just have like lines on your cheeks or something. So what does it say about this one? So this is worth £20 and it says it's a brownish pink. I would definitely say it's a brownish pink. An instant pick-me-up when you're feeling a little washed out. This pigment-rich pencil can be used to add a subtle flush to a lackluster complexion or laid on the lips for a customizable wash of colour. With an ultra creamy and non-dry and matte formula, the shade Purity delivers a natural looking brownish pink that promises to sit pretty on every skin tone. Now, what do we think? Because I actually feel this is washing me out a little bit. I feel like my skin being quite pale and this being quite bold and the brownish kind of pink shade isn't doing me any favours. So let me know your thoughts, because I don't think this is for me now that I've put it on, which is unfortunate, but such is life. Now, the saying creamy, I wouldn't say it was creamy. For me, it just feels quite drying on the lips. Well, not totally drying. I find it difficult to say because I've had other lip products that literally are so uncomfortable the second you put them on. It's not, but I'm aware it's there. It feels and looks quite matte on the lips. So long term, I'm not convinced how comfortable this product's going to be. Let me know if you tried it and what you think. So all in all, I think it's a nice little collection. It kind of makes sense how it works together. You've got that like little lip scrubby product, you've got your lip mask, you've got a lip brush, and then you've got two completely different lip products and two completely different lip formulations. So it's nice to kind of try different brands and different formulations and see what works for you. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this little collection. Did you pick it up at the time? Like I said, it was a while ago, or will you be looking out for the next one? Like I said, I'll link the latest edits underneath. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing, and I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.